Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Sarah Uncut, where today we're going to be talking about why you don't have what you want. And I know that seems a little broad, but if you have that general feeling of like malaise, that feeling of like, is this all there is? Or that you're constantly chasing, but you're never satisfied, this is going to be the video for you. Grab a journal, get a pen, because of course there's going to be some activities. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the deal. If you don't have what you want, I'm going to start by saying something kind of gentle as a coach, and that is that it's not your fault. And I don't mean that like you're totally off the hook. It's not a problem for you. What I'm saying is probably no one has told you this before, or you might have heard it before, but it didn't quite go in. And that is that if you don't have what you want, it's probably because you don't know what you want. Now that sounds very simplistic, but when is the last time you actually asked yourself what you really want? Not what the world wants you to want. Not what marketers want you to want, right? Those leggings we all see on Instagram, or the new shoes, or the way your car is supposed to look, or your hair, or your nails, or your body, all these things that are supposed to be a certain way. We're starting to break through that a little bit as a society, and we're starting to push back and say, well, I don't want that. That doesn't fit for my life. That is so great. And even as we're in the midst of doing that, what's really critical is that you take the time to figure out what you actually want. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do that right now. So grab that journal and the pen that I talked to you about at the very beginning, and let's go. The first question I have for you is about your body. I know. I'm a coach. I talk about money. I talk about business all the time, but let's start with your body. The reason I say it's important we start with our body is everyone I know in the world right now has a cold, a flu, a COVID, a strep, a whatever. Everybody's sick, right? So let's talk about our bodies. Question number one, how do you want your body to feel? Different from most questions, yeah? I know I love doing Sarah Uncut as like mini workshops for you guys, but really, how do you want to feel? How do you want your body to feel? Do you want to feel really present whenever you walk in a room? Do you know what I'm talking about? You know those days where you're like, God, just feels so good, right? Can you run up and down the stairs without getting winded? Do you love walking in a room and throwing your shoulders back and being like, yeah, baby, I'm here. Like that's a feeling inside your body. Is that how you want to feel? Do you want to feel tired and sluggish? Do you want to feel light and energetic? Regardless of what the scale says or what the size says, no, who cares about that? How does it feel? And do you know what you want it to feel like? Most people don't. Most people don't have this conversation. So by the way, good on ya, PS, for being in this video with me right now, because not everybody is. A lot of people are thumbing through things that aren't actually going to move their lives forward. This will move you forward if you actually do it. The next thing I want you to ask yourself is, how do you want to feel? We'll go to money now. How do you want to feel when you look at your bank account? Do you want to feel proud? Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel secure? Do you know what that feeling is? Or do you think you're just supposed to chase whatever the next marketer puts in front of you? Those are very different things. And this is why I say it's not your fault. We're all doing this all day, every day. We're getting inundated with messages and ideas and concepts other people want us to try on without stopping and going, whoa, what do I want? How do I want to feel? Why should that be important to me? Is it important to me? And if it is, awesome, go get it. And if it's not, great, move on. But do you know? And knowing the answer to this, right? Knowing how you want to feel when you see your bank account, that will help you in those moments, right? Because you'll have something to lean back on when it's like, ooh, look, leggings that are warm. Or I don't know, I'm trying to think of all the crazy things we see these days. It's like, I want you to think about all the things you see in advertising on a daily basis and how easy it is to just fall right into it without questioning, without thinking, yes, but I want to look at my bank account in 3 days and feel proud. I want to look at my bank account in 3 days and feel abundant. Will purchasing this thing make me feel that way in addition to looking at my bank account? Or will this give me a momentary dopamine hit that then makes me feel bad when I look at my bank account? That's something you want to start to think about, because it can really differentiate your experience in the moment, right? It's not so mysterious as to how this happens, right? Like, why do I hate my bank account? I don't know. What happened? Like, it sort of starts to pull that apart a little bit so you can see what's going on. The other place I'd like to ask you is in your business. How do you want to feel as you come in and you look at your to-do list every day? Do you want to feel on track? Do you want to feel like you're making a difference in the world? Do you want to feel like you have the best team? Do you want to feel like you are an incredible boss? Do you want to feel like you're a great communicator? Do you want to feel like you're having an impact? These are things, especially this. Look, you guys, I write sales pages. I teach you how to write sales pages, right? We know that feeling when we're on a page or we're seeing something for the first time and we're like, oh my gosh, I think I want that. You need to know what you want so that you don't get pulled and you make informed, gorgeous decisions. And this is everything from what you're going to eat to breakfast, to who you're going to get coached by, to who you're going to be in relationships with, to who you're going to hang out with on Friday night, to how you're going to spend your money. You've got to know what you want. So as we go through this exercise now, which I can't do the full thing with you in our Speedy Little Sarah Uncuts here, but what I would love for you to do is I want you to think about the major points of your life and ask yourself how you want to feel in each area of life. So we're talking about relationships. We're talking about love. We're talking about friendships. We're talking about hobbies. We're talking about adventure or experiences. Of course, money and career, levels of fulfillment, your health. Like, think about the aspects of your life that are the most important to you and ask yourself what you really want. And my opinion, after being a coach for all these bazillions of years, is that you need to start with how you want to feel, not with the stuff. Right? Because we're really chasing the stuff because of how we think it's going to make us feel. So if we're not clear on the feelings we're chasing, we can get caught up in some crazy stuff that actually doesn't make us feel any better. That's that malaise I was talking about in the very beginning, where you're chasing, but you never feel satisfied. It's probably because you don't know what being satisfied feels like for you, not for everyone else, but for you. All right. Now, if you are unsure about where you need to be in your business, I have a free calculator underneath this video that you can snag. It's my freedom calculator, and it helps you get crystal clear on one number that you need to focus on in your business in order to feel free. And you are the only person that can calculate that, right? So it's a calculator where you put in your exact numbers. You put in exactly what's going on in your life and in your business, and you calculate exactly how much you need to make in your business for you to feel good, right? Because most of us started businesses. Why? Because we wanted to feel free. I mean, come on, let's be honest with each other, yeah? We wanted to feel free. I don't want a boss. I'm the boss. Yeah, I bet you feel the same way if you're watching this video, right? So let's get you to your freedom numbers. You can just grab that underneath this video. It's totally free. I want you to have your freedom number, right? So that you know where you're headed in your own business, and you know that the feeling you're after is freedom. And then you can also add on any other feelings you want: abundance, power. Maybe it's feeling like a great communicator, feeling like you're having a strong impact like we talked about before. All right, so I hope that gift is super helpful for you. In the meantime, please do this exercise. Give yourself this gift. Slow down the pressures and the marketing and the ideals that the world throws at you every day, and you start creating it from the inside out. You'll be amazed at how much better you'll feel. I'll catch you in the next Sarah Uncut.